Hello and welcome back to Empyrion Galactic Survival. Welcome back to Reforged Eden. My name is Spanj. Last week, I said some things. Yeah, I might have to do some covering up of those things. I don't anticipate this thing to be attacked, like, you know, ever, but there is a KAMARIT wandering around. But like I said, I mean, you know, I don't expect this thing to come under attack. Really. Ever. I had to bloody say it, didn't I? I'm doing the thing. Boy, it is going straight for the base, isn't it?
Yeah, if you see what I'm doing.
You're just doing what? Forward and space?
Down and it's like space and S. Wow. Keeping your nose towards it.
Where is the frickin'? Because he's about to get through the shields. Where is the core on this thing? Oh, I bet something. Sure why my missile turrets don't seem to be doing anything right now. I'm not sure what's going on with them.
Yeah, it doesn't like your base.
It really doesn't like the base, does it?
Oh, I think I know where the core is.
Oh, it's put some big holes in the base. I should have kept all the stuff on the ship. Well, I don't know, the valuable stuff at least. I think that's it.
Yeah,
that's it.
Is it?
It's gone. Right, there was a Immerat around here as well. Who's that to?
See it.
Above us.
Oh,
Summit. It's a Summit. Yeah, what is going on with my missile turrets? They're not doing jack shit at the moment. That'll do it. I'm out of missiles. Completely out of missiles. That'll be exactly what the problem is. Right. Alright, fine. Let's go and dig this thing over as well. Okay, well, I'm gonna have some repairs to do then. Didn't think they would come from me. I wonder if it's because you arrived. Do you know what I mean? Because I defeated all the drones in this sector already. There weren't any. Oh, that lightning looks good. There we go. That's the ticket. Son of a bitches. Right. I've got a KAMARIT trying to do stuff to my new base. This thing's gonna need some disassembly. Well, that was an unexpected turn of events. Let's damage report. Significant, I suspect. Oh yeah. Oh yeah, that did a few points of damage. And of course I don't know which container controllers are which, so I think these ones are empty, thankfully. Still. Phew. Oh, no. I see some boxes. Oh, my valuables. Of course it is. Of course it's all the valuable stuff. Why wouldn't it be? Oh boy. Right. Yeah. Basically, the Xerax came in and made an absolute beeline to the most valuable box. With all the way trade good diamonds and things like that in it. You bastards. Oh yeah, there's a few more holes in this thing. Oh boy. Oh, yeah. Oh, okay, that's all gone. That's all gone. Yeah. There we go. Oh, a few more boxes. They just ate everything, didn't they? I just got a hell of a lot more work to do. Oh my god, everything. There's so many holes in this thing. Oh man. Shit. I blame you, Hit. It's all your fault. I don't know who else to blame. Fuck's sake. Well, I suppose there's always Imperial missile batteries and heavy plasma batteries. All the stuff we can rip off of this thing. It just it just went, station, no, die. No station. Oh my god. Well, I don't think there's anything else in this asteroid field unless we piss off the pirates that can come and get us now. These patrol vessels, they don't respawn. Wasn't expecting that. Was not expecting that. Killed all the drones. But they seem to have come back. They called in the frickin' big guns, didn't they? Literally. And then the station is just, I don't know what to do with this. Really don't know what to do with this now. It has got so much damage that I'm like, do I even bother repairing it? Or do I get the rasp out, rip it apart, and chuck it back in the factory and spawn a new one? Which is absolutely, it's just so annoying because I did so much work on this thing already to get rid of so much of the glass. I think this might be a lost cause. That KAMARIT just rips through this. Didn't help that IMR had no ammunition left in it. Didn't help that the station only had GAT turrets to defend itself. I don't know what I would have done if Hit wasn't here to help me. I think I might have had to run away. I think I might take the rest of the fuel and stuff out of this thing. Then, I don't know. Let's just chuck it all back in the factory again and respawn it, I think. There's still a lot of blocks to rip apart, but the rasp is pretty damn good at ripping that thing. The only thing is you get 75%. Hisuju's actually helped take apart the KAMARIT battlecruiser that decided that this station shouldn't exist. So he's actually chucked all the salvage and stuff that he managed to rip off that while I was, well, let's just say I had to go for a walk. While I was out for a walk, he made the KAMARIT disappear, which is very nice of him. Hit, dude, thank you very much for helping out. So he's been chucking all the materials and stuff from the KAMARIT into my ammunition boxes because I got 2 new crew from that. Brilliant. Because they were the only sort of spaces available. So this is the sort of thing that he managed to get. Is that 8 epic drill. Ah, hells yes. Very nice. Epic. Epicness. Thank you very much. I think I had them before anyway, but yeah, so that's what's happened. Okay, the KAMARIT has been dismantled, so hopefully, you know, the cost of this station is the time it'll take to now dismantle it and respawn it. So what I've done is, well, I've been in creative mode, and I've redone the base with a lot of the modifications, if not all the modifications that I wanted to make to it. So it's things like these solar arrays here. I did this before the KAMARIT got here, and I started by replacing a lot of the glass. I don't know if I can turn my frames on here. It's less of a base, less of a problem now, but basically as you look at this sort of central tower thing, glass cage of frame drop, the frames dropped, and so I've been working to try and redo that. So I'm going to probably take a day or two now to get all of this sorted again. It's a lot of labor, and not particularly interesting labor either. That is the nature of the game, unfortunately. Sometimes it just rolls you an absolute dick punch of a roll, and yeah, you either quit the game at this point when something like this happens, or you bear down on it and try and come out the other side of it stronger and better for it. Now, even with the rasp here, I suspect this is going to take a while. Actually, do you know what I think I need to do is actually empty the boxes of the Ayamara before I even start this, because well, it's gonna fill up the boxes quickly. In fact, I think, to be honest, I'm gonna just put the wafer in there and absorb as much as I possibly can into the factory. It is really the only safe space for resources. The damage to this is just beyond. You could argue that it would be quicker and easier to repair. There's a lot of blocks still here, but this is not my build. I don't know how to repair this to back how it is, and you can't put a base on a repair pad and return to template. So all the damage, it's just everywhere, and for me, if it was my build, I could probably repair it, because I would know it well enough and intimately enough to do so. As it's not, it's going to be a case of dismantle and respawn, which sucks, and it's going to take me a while. But here we go. This is the situation. I have walked it off. Just sometimes you just have to fucking go for a walk, you know? Right, okay. Well, a lot has happened over the course of several hours, which makes it really difficult to kind of do any consistent recording of the stuff that has happened. But I suppose the first thing I should say is that I called in, once again, I called in the fleet. I called in the faction. IWC have arrived and graciously, as always, with their time and their resources, helped me out of this situation. Obviously, last time I said that Hitsuju had helped me take down the KAMARIT. The KAMARIT greatly helped towards the cost once more of this station, and obviously tearing apart the station, then managed to fill out the rest of the resources to spawn it back in. Not only just spawn it back in, and spawn in a modified version of it that I modified in creative mode. So you know, I saved myself a bit of time by doing that in creative mode. You know, I could use the symmetry modes, copy and pastes, and so on and so forth. So here it is once again, ladies and gentlemen. Back again, the fleet action station. As you can see, the IWC have arrived in pretty decent force. Now, when I spawned this one in, I did also spawn it with 2 of the defense satellites that won the defense satellite competition. Now, these things, I do think that even if I had these things, that KAMARIT would have just blown past them anyway, because in their sort of current state, in the blueprint state that they are in, they're just flak and gap. So they're very much anti-drone sentries. They look like palm trees. They're wonderful. They're shielded. They're flak in the gap. I could upgrade them later on with some more CPU and put some bigger, better, badder turrets on it. But to be honest, I think with the KAMARIT and the what was it, the Sunet gone, I'm not sure. I'm not going to say it. To be honest, I'm not going to say it. I'm not going to say it. Who knows? The point is, I've got defense satellites now. The station itself is still tier 4, and it still has just a few GATs protecting it. But as you can see with the IWC fleet here, we've got a lot more sort of firepower in order to defend this place. Not that it's needed right now, and all the guys aren't locked on right now, but they've left their ships and their guns and their turrets powered up. So there we go. Now, I'm going to take you quickly through the changes, and then I think what we're going to do is going to try and exact some revenge on the 0x with the IMR there. Now, with ships in place looking through the station at the sun, we're getting a whopping 24 frames a second, so I do apologize that it might be a little bit janky as we look through the base. Please tell me that's not a missing block. That freaking is a missing block, isn't it? Unbelievable! The freaking missing block. And now I build these things, and then, you know, they... whatever. I obviously... symmetry failed me. Failed to remove the potted plant. That might explain why some of this station is not airtight as well. There we go. Right. Fill that in. Everything's fine. There's another one over here. Oh dear. Yeah, so removing the potted plants in symmetry on one side does not remove them on the other side. There we go. I should have checked it. So, like before, I think I said before, one of the main things that I wanted to do was remove a load of the glass. So there's a big problem with this base, and it is the glass. Now, glass, like in small amounts, doesn't really cause a problem, but in the amounts that this station had, causes the size class to jump up. So I've actually managed to reduce it a whole 2 size classes. It was 29. It's now 25.7 or 26 as it rounds up. So we got 2 size classes down by removing a lot of the lights, a lot of the glass, and that anything that helps the frame rates, especially when you start parking ships around it. The fact that it's going down to 24 with just these ships around it, without my modifications, it would be even lower and even more unbearable. Now, as this is a fleet station, you're going to park a bunch of CVs around it, and if it's all freaking frame rates hungry, then that's not enjoyable for anyone. So the changes I made primarily got rid of a lot of the glass. Now, as you can see, I've replaced a lot of that glass with simply heavy windows, which, again, not brilliant on the lag, but ultimately there's a balance I wanted to strike between aesthetic and performance. So, you know, there are heavy windows in places where, I mean, this whole central thing was mostly just a glass cage, and as you can see, it now looks like a somewhat armored bunker type thing. There's a bit of an original kind of glassing on the top floor there, which I didn't change, but ultimately that is most of the changes I've done, is just replace the glass with either solid blocks or with heavy windows. That whole line along there was glass, so that's all gone. These were huge glass panes, and they're now just a single row of heavy glass. I've also done a little bit of work in the production areas and sort of moved about and organized the constructors a little bit. So we've got a couple of constructors with room for more for ammo production, general production, and on the other side we've got deconstructors and block construction as well. So if we do need to do a lot of blocks and stuff like that, we can occupy these constructors to do that, keeping the generals free. And I've obviously got more room for more as we unlock more CPU. The furnaces I've left on the roof here, they're a bit vulnerable up there, but they're only furnaces. It's not a big deal. And they had sort of glass bird cages between these turrets to make them look like actually sat-in gun emplacements. I removed all that glass and just replaced them with a T-section crossbar. And there we go. And oh, and the solar panels facing the sun on the other side here. But otherwise, that is it. That is the modifications I've made. I've put a line of blocks over some of the container extensions down here as well, although not others, as you can see. So a little bit extra sort of protection, although as as that KAMARIT made such short work of this base, I don't think it would make much of a difference if it is attacked again. If it is attacked again, we just need to jump on the Zirax straight away. Which we did. A couple of drones came by and we all just sort of jumped in our ships and went and absolutely trounced them. Because we didn't know what they were from far away. We were just like, exclamation marks, go get them, go get them. I don't think that patrol vessels respawn. Once you destroy them from a playfield, I think the playfield needs to reset for those patrol vessels to come back. Once they're dead, they're dead. But there we are. Ooh, not quite. Let me show you what I did inside what was the greenhouse, let's say. The bird cage, or whatever you want to call it. The glass cages of emotion. Let me turn the jetpack off and actually walk around. So yeah, this is all nice heavy glass in here as well now, and that... Oh, just caught the jetpack on there. Right, so that elevator block does not hold you. So if I press space as soon as I go in there, I'm fine. Okay, so in here, which was kind of like... well, it was just all chairs, seating, and like a cafe and stuff. Obviously, you got the fleet action welcomes you and from the SV bays down there. So I've ripped all of that out, raised up the floor, as you can see, and I have all of this area now ready for the hydroponic bays, which are unlocked in the base tab. They're all the way at the bottom, and I've unlocked some of them already, as you can see. I'm just still unlocking them because I need points, 100 points each. You get 250 for every research mission that I do at UCH. So I could definitely go back and do another one of those because I think it's now available again. That's another 250. That will give me another 2 plots. So I'm just slowly unlocking those. Now, in order to build them, I need fertilizer anyway. So I do need to go via trade stations and get a bunch of fertilizer in order to build them. And then I will start filling this up with the proper Project Eden, the actual hydroponic pods. They're amazing. They are the equivalent of a 9-plot garden that can be picked in one hit. So very much worth the little extra grind. And then up here, there's nothing really. I haven't changed. I swapped out the glass floor. You know, this place was the worst. It was glass floors, glass ceilings, glass floors. Everything was glass, bright, flashy lights. Everything. It was just a lag ore. It really was. So the only remnant of that is Brellion's boondoggle up here. You see, which is, well, other than the flashies have gone, it's pretty much the same. And then this glass floor here that's it. And there we go. That is the sum of the changes. I did a little bit of kind of like scaffolding type thing to hold up the grow lights here. Everything else that I did was basically organize all the boxes. So when you've got a crap load of boxes, I mean, this place has got hundreds of cargo boxes, 124 cargo boxes, all of them container controllers. Okay, I ripped out like the little cargo boxes and stuff like that. They're just pointless at this point. So I organized them basically alphabetically. So they're named, but they have a prefix of A, B, C, D, E, depending on their sort of priority or use. I tried to kind of categorize them based on how often they would be selected for use. Now, obviously, once they're plumbed into a constructor or something, they end up in this brackets A category at the top of the list here. But you've got A is stuff like your inputs and outputs, and in important things like fuel cells and medicines and stuff like that. B is all of our resources. So we have a box for every resource. I even have a box for upgrade kits, for example. Wishful thinking, I suspect. And then we got boxes for ammo, if we're crafting a lot of ammo, which I do plan to do. Dump boxes, and then ammunition controllers. Now we've got these pods on the side and the back of the base, which I've laid. They have their own 320k containers, and the Iron Wolf has actually moved into one of them by the look of it, which is awesome. And then Y are the closets, because nobody ever going to use them, so I wanted to put them at the bottom. Now all the container controllers that haven't been used yet, I've prefixed with Z. I've done the same with these fridges as well, because they're all part of the pods. So they will be at the bottom of the list. As you can see, I'm in F4 now, and the more commonly more important boxes are always going to be at the top, so you're spending less time scrolling. Highly recommend, if you're doing any kind of building any base, or even using any base that has a crap ton of bollocks, crap ton of boxes, that level of organization could be very useful. Anyway, that's how I do it. I mean, I don't know how you guys do it. It's up to you, whatever. But, right, let's get into Ayamara here, because she is... Actually, let's take the rasp out. Now, what I'm going to do is you're going to go... There's a couple of Xerax POIs just in this sector here. We're going to go and blow them up. They're like orbital production facilities. I don't expect them at much resistance, but we're going to try and get used to how we operate this thing. I think we're going to have enough ammo. We've got 3,000 missiles, 400 artillery shells, 300 EMP cruise missiles, 182. I have also configured the EMP cruise missiles and the cruise missiles to not shoot the drones. So, you know. Yeah, that won't be a waste of cruise missiles anymore. Okay, cool. Power on then. Hello, Gerald. Hello, Jane. How you doing? Hope you're well. We're going to go and ruffle stomp some stuff. Okay, shields are coming online. Radars and stuff are still offline. We are still in a Ayamara LS, so she is not as, say, pokey and as responsive as a fully upgraded counterpart, which is what we're going to be trying to do now that we have a base. I've offloaded all the weight that was in the Ayamara here into the base, filled her with ammunition, and this is what we're going to do. We're going to take her against target. I mean, these Xerax POIs are just a sort of practice run, shall we say, but there are near here drone fields, and I need to show you these drone fields in order to show you how to progress into the sort of auxiliary cores that can increase our CPU. Now, we already know that we can increase our CPU using crew, or rather decrease our CPU usage using crew, but there's no way we're going to fill this thing up with crew enough to, you know, to completely give us enough CPU to add all the XL thrusters and stuff that we want to in this thing. So apparently the rogue roll is hold space and then Q and E, and this thing will go off and do stuff, and it's just called in reinforcements, which is interesting. Now, assuming we can hold this, and I am watching my shields as I do this, got to keep the nose pointing, and they are at 100%. I mean, this thing is barely shooting back, so yeah. I think there it goes. There goes all the turrets. Now, you guys be the judge of that, whether that's a problem nauseating viewing or not. I don't know. For me, it's fine, but I'm the one in control of it, so, you know, it doesn't really make a difference to me. Oh, look, the little sentry guns are trying it on. Little green ones, look at them. Chap! Enough from you up there as well, otherwise you'll get the artillery rounds. You hear? Ah! That was quite satisfying. It was quite satisfying. There's another bunch of them there, look. Yeah, that works. Alright, we got something. We got two... is it just drones? There's a lot of drones, in fairness. Okay. A lot of drones coming in. Oh, yeah, that's a lot of drones. Alright. I'm doing the rogue roll here is not helping. Shields are 85%. But hopefully I can spread them out enough that they're not going to be too much of an issue. Missiles going off in every direction, laser bolts going in every direction. Chasing one down, but yeah, look at that laser fire, holy crap. When they want to, drones in large numbers can be a pain in the butt. I'm gonna burn through so many of my missiles. Just to get all these bastards out. Whee! Let's not crash into the rocks here. Let's avoid that, please. That would be lovely. There we go. Come on, mopping up these drones like... I get a pew 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 out of that. Good night. Any more? Still alive? I don't think so. I think that's it, isn't it? Right. Got a bit of a salvage mission now, because that is a lot of drones to pick up the bits and pieces from. Whew. Yeah, there's a lot of them. Okay, but they can have upgrade kits in them, so I think it is worth the extra sort of 10 minutes or so it's going to take me to run through these. Orbital Production then. Yeah, I reckon park about... Oh, no. No, we're getting shot by some more pesky sentry guns. Where are you? I heard ya. Saw your little laser beams. Oh, there you are. Maybe a bit overkill. Okay, well... they started it, alright? Let's have a little look around then, shall we? Below us. I'm not sure if this is one of the ones that, you know, has been redone by Vermilion. Ow! Really bad time to not have that gun reloaded. What is shooting me from over there? Seriously. I get a shot from over there, and I don't know what by. There's that bastard. Useless crap. Thanks for the health there. Can I have the oxygen as well, please? Ah, you're very generous, Cyrex. Very generous. Thank you very much. No more sentry guns for you guys, or spawning for that matter. Your days of spawning are done. Over. Complete skis. No more. End of. Thank you for playing. You're done. Right, that's one of the orbital productions. There is actually another one up here somewhere. And then you need to go and blow that one up as well. Obviously to send the appropriate message to the Xerax that their presence is no longer welcome here. I was willing to share this space with them. They weren't going to bother me, I wasn't going to bother them. But then, you know, they decided to delete my station. It is just unacceptable. Now, when you're looking for drones, because in order to make an auxiliary core, you need drone parts. What you're actually looking for is some of the more exotic stars. T, L, and M1A, I believe, all can have drone swarms around them. So I've got a T-type star very close by. We're going to go and pay a little visit on that one. And they are freaky looking. Freaky deaky looking. But what we're looking for here are things like... we have to have our info panel up. But yes, ultra difficult. Now they should say, if it is a drone swarm area, it should say drone sovereignty drone swarm. You see all of these moons sovereignty drone swarm. So there are a lot of playfields here that all have drone swarms around them. Now, we can obviously just jump into this asteroid field. It's an ultra difficulty asteroid field, and it will have drones around them. The only thing is, I think these ones may be a little bit more... How do we say? Ooh. So I may opt actually for one of these moons, because I think they might have slightly less drones around them. I don't know. Actually, I'm completely just guessing at this point. Let's actually go and check it out. Now, I have the ammo, I have fuel, I have pentaxid. Let's see what the IMR is capable of, shall we? Okay, welcome to drone space. This is what drone space looks like. Every one of those orange things is a big bag of but ultimately, what we need to take on in order to unlock the parts we need for auxiliary cores. Let's not forget auxiliary cores. These ones here, they give us back 330,000 CPU points, but they require salvaged drone processors, 100 salvaged drone processors, and a bunch of bridges and matrices in order to make them. So you know, we do need to actually have these guys on farm. Now, obviously, the more we take out, the more auxiliary cores we get, the more and more powerful weapons we can get, and the easier it will become. I'm hoping, obviously, the first upgrade to this thing will be the XL thrusters and stuff, so that we can get it at its maximum kind of maneuverability potential and things like that. At the moment, I think it's probably a little sluggish compared to its fully upgraded brother. And once we get the thrusters upgraded, you know, I'm going to start slapping some of the more exotic weapons on this thing, like the beam lasers. We'll upgrade the generator systems in this things as well, so that they can take all the new thrusters and weapons and whatnot. I want the heavy railguns. I want the beam lasers. Yeah, you know, you get it. You get it. We're gonna slap the upgrades on this thing, turn it into the absolute killing machine that it so apparently is. Until then, it's probably going to take a little while longer for us to dismantle things. Trying to find one that's kind of isolated, and I thought that one at 14 was maybe it, but it's actually going towards another cluster. Typically, when I start moving towards these bastards, they change their position. So maybe this 7-kilometer one down here, very close to a 9-kilometer one down here as well. We got to try and take these on one at a time. It's the only drama, and those two are about to freaking meet up. That is 15 kilometers away. 20 kilometers. 19 kilometers. The 19-kilometer one up there is kind of not moving. This is a nullifier. This is exactly what we need to kill, but that is way too close to potentially another nullifier. Let's go. I know it's a long way away, but we're going to go for the clusters. See, these little clusters here, I think like they're broken ships. They're kind of destroyed vessels, and they'll have harvesters and stuff like that around them. Yeah, there we go. They won't move, but they might call in reinforcements, and we got to keep an eye on that because, like I said, I only want to take on one at a time at this point. Let's go for this harvester that's out on its own over here. Hopefully we can get it, kill it, take its bits before another one comes along. 1.4 kilometers away. I am going to have to wait for all that to disappear. Let's re-ping it with the short lifespan ping. And we're going to try and take out one drone at a time, and then we'll take out the assembler in the middle, and hopefully this ship is going to be more than capable of dealing with that. There's a couple of we're at absolute range, 1.1 kilometers, and we got some long range missiles coming in. Shields will hold them off till that drone is dead. There we go. Okay. Oh, nice. Firing at that one over there. Very good. Okay, so we're going to swing round. Just a quick ping, make sure nothing's got an aggro thing on it. I don't think so. Very nice. We're still getting missiles incoming, but the shields are holding them off quite nicely at the moment. Okay, we are now in range of this one. At 1.5 kilometers is our range, I think. We're just getting a bit too close there. Let's hold out. I want to hold at range. There we go. There's some bolter or heavy flak or something coming in from another one over there. Just about get out of range of that. That thing has got like 3 guns on it or something. There we go. Oh, they all despawned. That was a waste of freaking ammunition. Okay, definitely in range now. Okay, we're going to start doing some maneuvers because we are taking fire and our shields are at 60%. So we're doing the rogue roll. Keeping our nose pointed at the target. And as we roll, we are getting in range of everything else. So I've got to keep an absolute eagle eye on those shields right now. The assembler has got shields of its own. Mine are at 60% and kind of holding-ish. Although I don't know what my turrets are shooting, and I can't really help them at this moment. I could fire some artillery rounds, but as I'm spinning like a crazy person, I don't know if they're going to hit anything. I just have to try and trust that the missiles and the lasers and stuff are all going to be doing their job. Because inevitably I'm going to get closer and closer, I think, to this POI. But shields are holding at 60%. The rogue roll does work. for the most part. Some stuff is still hitting the shields, and I will have to back off, I think, eventually, assuming that those enemy... Okay, I've got aggro. Okay, I've got a lot of aggro. I'm gonna have to back off. Back the hell off. I'm gonna have to back off and recharge the shields because that is a lot of exclamation marks. And there's a nullifier coming in at 9 kilometers away. There's lots of drones coming in. There's a lot of drones coming in. Okay, have I even got the ammunition for this kind of engagement? You know? Wow. Alright, coming in. Holy shit. Holy shit. Shields are down. Oh, crap. Oh, boy. I need to get away. I need to get away. Wow. Shields are down. Holy crap. What are those things made of? What are they firing at me? Whatever they're firing at me is clearly something that drops shields instantly. Oh boy. Okay. Again, let's see if we can just drag them and take them out kind of slowly, one at a time sort of thing. They're staying around that freaking assembler. Meanwhile, that nullifier is getting closer and closer. Okay, here they come. Nope. No, they don't. I don't know what's going on. I don't know what's going on. What I am going to do is set a escape path just out of here to a trade station. Shields are coming back up. Nullifier's getting closer. Oh dear. This is tense. This is tense. I can't believe how quickly those drones just shot my shields down. Those drones are all falling back. They're all staying around that nullifier now. Nullifier's, you know, got a lot of weapons on it. It's got a lot of weapons. And as you can see, it's also got shields. Where have all the drones gone? And it is a bit of a bitch to kill. But we can take it, I think. You know, I took all this stuff in a freaking Naginata that's not even designed for this sort of thing. Naginata is just a big brick of armor, and that dealt with all this stuff reasonably well. Took a lot of damage in the process, but, you know, took it on its chin, you know. There are all the drones. So I was wondering when they'd come back up. They're around here somewhere, aren't they? Right. Nullifier is on its own, is isolated, is a perfect target. It is a little bit more of a target than I was expecting to take out, but actually the assembler, I think, is bigger and badder than a nullifier. It just doesn't move, that's the only thing. So, let's engage. It is engage. And those drones are 4K away, and they're probably going to come straight over here as soon as I... That nullifier, I'm not catching it. 2 kilometers. Here we go. Now we're catching it, and here come the drones. God damn it. Of course. Fall back, fall back, fall back. Take out these drones. The drones are splitting up. This makes it a lot easier. Now the drones, I believe, may have drone parts in them. That would make sense, right? Now before, these things would despawn instantly and I'd never be able to get hold of them, but I think Rivian has fixed that, so now that you can actually harvest these drones, salvage from them. I've just got to be absolutely quick as anything right here, because become more drones, right? Cannot be caught with pants literally down right now. Okay, I think I saw drone parts in that, but we'll check in a second once I'm back in the pilot seat. Nullifiers coming. Yeah, look at that. Salvage drone processor. Bingo. This is actually really smart. Really kind of... I don't know if it's intentional or not. I get the impression that it's not, but this is very smart AI. It is providing a very challenging situation right now. They will not separate, apart from like one or two there that actually did. They are all hanging out with their nullifier friend. Okay, that nullifier is coming. He's got the eye. He's got the eye! I'm gonna keep hold of that, actually. He's got the eye. The assembler is even in visual range right now, so let's draw it out. I'm gonna draw it out. Come on. The drones have got the eye. Drones with the eye are coming in fast. They no longer have the eye. This is the thing, it's like, are they coming or not? Make your freaking minds up, you bastards. I don't want all of you at once. I just want one at a time. I'm not that kind of ship. Alright, here they come. Yep, incoming. I am rogue rolling. I am rogue rolling to avoid the fire. I don't want my shields dropping instantly again when those drones open fire. I'm not going to have time to go out and salvage these ones. I just have to kind of take what I can, I suppose. Right, point towards... I'm just going to back up as well. I'm using S to reverse while sort of rolling and drawing these drones out, because you can see even with this roll, they are dropping my shields. They are dropping those shields with 30%. I do not want to engage the nullifier while the drones are here, although the nullifier is opening fire now and my cruise missiles are going. Can't see what's what. We're going to turn the things off. So I got a visual on that nullifier. Shields are about to go down. I'm going to have to... I'm backing off as best as I can while rolling. I've got to try and avoid that fire from that nullifier until shields can restore a bit. Is that 2 nullifiers? Please tell me that's not 2 nullifiers. Yeah, it is 2 nullifiers, yeah. This is what I was afraid was going to happen. They all sort of come running. As soon as you start attacking one, they all want a piece. Okay, so I think I've dropped aggro off the nullifiers for a little while. The drones are still coming, which is good because I want to take them out. This is crazy. Here we go, come on. Look at the missile swarms, the swirls of missiles here. Nullifier is well within range. Both of them now are well within range. I'm backing away a little bit. Let's see if we can get that nullifier deturreted. Just target, everything's targeting turrets right now. Whoa, we are very close now. We need to back up a little bit more. Shields are still holding. Shields are still holding. I just have to switch to artillery cannons. Let's see if we can get a bit of firepower on them. I missed. I can't really see. I'm gonna have to turn those off again so I can actually see what I'm shooting at. Although, you know, it's freaking dark, guys. I cannot see anything. My shields are at 40%. Spinny, spinny, spinny shit. But 2 nullifiers. I don't think I could do this in any other ship made out of plastic. That's for sure. Backing off a little bit. I don't want to get close to that other nullifier. My turrets don't know which one to go for right now. I think those are a miss. I need to turn the things back on. Okay, we've just left range. Look at all the missiles. Missiles are plenty. See, I don't know. I feel a little bit more confident in an armored ship than a shielded, dodgy one, because I know that if in an armored ship, at least, if I know that the armor is taking it, right, I can fly up to that nullifier, headbutt it, and just blast through its butthole with artillery cannons, and it wouldn't be able to do anything about it because, you know, I have the armor to take it. In this sort of thing, I'm just literally stuck to doing this roly-poly stuff, and I gotta keep the shields up. I can't just go and ruffle stomp them right up the behind, you know what I mean? I'm really close to this thing now. I'm not rolling, and as a result my shields are about to go down. Nullifier dead though. Nullifier dead! We got him! See, sometimes you just need to go in like ham on these things. I'm real quick and I can find them. Where the hell did they go? There they are. Crap, they're behind me. Quite some distance. Ah! Quicker than this. Quicker than this. Drone parts. Bingo. That's what I was hoping to get. I think that other nullifier's moved off. I got the 5 drone parts out of it. I think each nullifier has literally that about 5 drone parts. That nullifier is now down there, and he is coming this way. Shields are charging at the moment, so I want to keep him sort of there. But the good news is, guys, we managed to get a nullifier. So it is capable. Our shields haven't gone down, apart from the little drones. They did make our shields go down. And we got one more nullifier to kill. And then we should be good for a while. There's a harvester loitering around, but I'm not too worried about harvesters. Shit, 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 shit. Drones are back. Drones are back, and they are taking my shields down. Just backing off. Deal with these drones. Drones dealt with. Let's chase this nullifier down. Again, I don't know where the core is on nullifiers, so I'm just kind of aiming sort of for the middle of them, really. I'm not sure how much of this thing is going to be left now, to be honest. I found night vision helps spotting them, though. That really helps spotting them. Right, there is... I got 2 dead nullifiers, but I have no idea what happened to the other one. As we have wandered. Oh, he's just down there, look. Oh, that's sweet. Okay, cool. Let's have a quick look then. See what we can find. What is left on this thing. I can't imagine that a lot is left. Because we absolutely toasted the damn thing. In order to get the damn thing to stop shooting and stop moving, there is hardly anything left on board, he says, as he finds immediately drone parts. That's exactly what we wanted. And these things have 20,000 hit points. That is amazing! That is such a good idea. Revian, genius, my friend. Genius. What a great idea that is. Thank you very much, because that absolutely means that we get something for our trouble. Where previously, I think, you know, it would have all just gone up in smoke and we'd have to go and hunt little containers everywhere. So that's amazing, dude. Thank you very much. Excellent work. So what else have we got in here? And actually, I'm moving around in here really, really nicely, which is quite a surprise, really, because usually when I take out a patrol vessel like this, you know, there's problems actually moving around inside it. Okay, we got some boxes out here because the nullifiers are kind of like a little cluster of ships, you know. They're like several ships together. Oh yeah, more drone parts. Lovely. So at this rate, you know, few hours of drone hunting and stuff, and we'll have the bits we need. Now I do think that I took a few hits. I'm not sure what we took hits on, but I'm pretty sure we took some hits. There's another box there. Look at that. Another 23 drone parts. Oh my god, we took out 2 nullifiers. Does that mean we've got... we've got like 100 drone parts already? Don't see any more boxes, but all these points along here is where all the turrets were, and as you can see, they've been absolutely decimated. Couple of fuel tanks and generators and stuff in there. I'll take ye. This was one of those little ships, and that is evaporated into nothing. So I think that's probably it. They did get the old ship to target thrusters as well in order to make it stop, and so there's not a lot of those left either. There's not a lot left of this ship at all, but that's fine by me. Right, let's get to the other nullifier then and see if that one's got some nice juicy drone parts for us as well. Well, there we go. 2 nullifiers down, and... hang on, wrong button. Chuck all this in here. That gives us... oh my god. Absolute chaos in my inventory. But that gives us 91 salvage drone processors. We're so very, very close to the 100. So I think what I'll do off camera is I'll just see if I can poke this assembly yard, or maybe even just poke a few more drones. Because even just a few more drones, and I will get that 100, and we can get ourselves our first aux core. But yeah, that is 2 nullifiers down. So in conclusion, the IMR here, very, very capable for a plastic battleship. Providing you do the spinny, because when I stopped doing the spinny, my shields took a lot more damage. So yeah, I think I did take some hits here. Look, minor damage there to the front blocks. Yeah, that's it. That's quite good, isn't it? But yeah, shields barely did go down. When they did, I backed the hell off. So yeah, I think it probably could take a few hits to the nose. It obviously has all of that glass armor and stuff, which is funny when I say it, isn't it? It's glass armor. But yeah, no, it seems very capable. So I mean, I passed the question off to you guys as well. What is it like to watch? I mean, to fly the spinny, it's really difficult to tell because it's so dark in these playfields. There is no light whatsoever. I am struggling to see what the hell I'm doing shooting at, or even what's going on. God knows what it's like on YouTube once, you know, YouTube does its infamous video darkening and things like that. So I have no idea what it's like for you guys, but, you know, let me know in the comments the spinny shit. Is it tolerable? Is it okay? Or did you have to stop watching? Or did you have to kind of look away? Or was it just, yeah, let me know. In any case, I can't imagine that the combat in these sectors is particularly exciting because it's so freaking dark and you can't see really what we're up against. Even right next to that drone, a nullifier right there, I can barely see the damn thing. So, you know, do let me know in the comments how it was, whether that was okay or not. We can carry on with the spinny crap, or whether we're going to need to rethink our technique here. But that is going to be all for today, ladies and gentlemen. We managed to bounce back from the KAMARIT incident back at our home sector reasonably well. Thanks a bunch once again to the IWC faction. It really does pay to have a good group of people on your on your side when the Xerax decide to delete your space station that you've just spawned in. There we go. But thank you very much for watching. I do hope you enjoyed, and hopefully I will see you next time. Until then, take care. Bye-bye.